Shalom, Yashala, Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to the Most High Yahweh. I do so in the name of His only begotten Son, Yahweh Shai. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of Yasharallah. Kol Holoyim Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai Bahashem Harakah Kwadash, for blessing our elders with the spirit of truth, so that we may know. Shout out to the Akim and the Aqua that's keeping the faith and the works. Y'all keep at it. This your brother Abaya coming at you with more precepts. It's the book of Isaiah, chapter 55 and verse 6. Seek ye Yahweh while he may be found. Call ye upon him while he is near. All right? If you have not been paying attention to what's been going on, if you really can't see it, right? And the things that's attached to it, meaning the things that are going on at the same time. If you can't see that, man, I don't know what's wrong with you. Right? What's new in the news? India has released their central bank digital currency, right? So that means, it's out though. All right. On top of that, believe the daughter Babylon talking about 2023, which is in a couple of months. All right. On top of that, you got the different wars that's going on outside of Russia and Ukraine. I forget the exact countries that were at it. Well, I do know that Iran has been threatening Saudi Arabia as of late. All right. And there's tensions in that area. But that it's another country too. I just can't think of it right now. And this, right? Ye and Kyrie. It's funny how I never intended to make epistles about these dudes, but the spirit keep using them to say certain things, and the reaction of it is you can't ignore what I'm seeing. It looks like they're about to shut down the platforms for the word to be brought out. That's what it looks like, right? It looks like they could possibly take it even further than that, depending on however it is they want to play it, right? We all understand with this quote unquote woke culture that an incident could happen that could spark legislation in a minute, right? So who knows what may come, from this. But like I just read in the book of Isaiah, chapter 55, verse 6, seek ye Yahweh while he may be found. Call ye upon him while he is near. Right? Better get it in while you can. Right? Get this understanding while you can. It's not promised to just be on the earth like that forever. The Most High is going to seal the elect. And once the elect gets sealed with that knowledge, then everybody else, you just in the dust. Right? You can go to the parable of the I believe it was the 10 virgins. 5 were wise and 5 weren't. 5 had oil, 5 didn't. Right? The husbandman came and scooped up the 5. The other 5 tried to come, but the doors were closed. Right? Hey, once them doors closed, that's it. All right, so I'm gonna let this video play and I'll be back.
Before we get into the Nets handling of Kyrie, Amari Stoudemire, 6-time All-Star, joining the conversation. Amari, you bring a very unique perspective. Obviously, we all.
And it's a lot. 1 second. It doesn't surprise me that this man is what he's about to say, right? Because if you can recall, a few years ago, he was speaking the same thing that Kyrie was speaking. But the only difference is he added the ish to the end of him, to the end of his. He started out with Ike. Started out with Israel Ike. And then something happened. You remember he moved out there, started playing basketball out there. And he wasn't in the daughter of Babylon. He was out there. And something happened. He came back and the beard got cut. Right? Start seeing shape ups. Start seeing edge ups. Start seeing suit and ties. Right? They got to that man. Right? So, let me get back to the video.
The success you had with Nash on the court, and then you were an assistant on the Nets, and also you're a black man who is Jewish. What was your reaction to Kyrie?
I mean, my initial reaction was, what I've noticed throughout the years of Kyrie is that he's a guy who's really trying to find his identity, right? He's on this quest of searching for information and knowledge, and while acquiring this type of information, you got to be more mindful of doing more research, checking your sources.
Now, you got to be more mindful of doing more. What research is you talking about that took you out of the mind frame that you were in? What's this newfound information that you got? Right? Because history shows them individuals converted. That's what history shows. The scriptures show a certain people, right, of a certain tone, going through certain things, and that those people would then lose certain tones due to, getting with the other nations and so forth and so on. And those same people enduring something in the end times. Looks like we them people. So what information this man got? See, my like I said, first he was speaking one thing, then that man went over there and lived amongst them. Start playing basketball with them. What that mean? He started earning a check from them. What else does that mean? He signed contracts with them. Right? Notice he said ish. He said he's ish. He didn't combat that. He didn't say, well, no, I'm not ish. You know what I'm saying? I'm the real. He didn't say that. That's what he was saying back then. Now he's saying he ish. My guess would be that man he done dabbled in the Talmud and it went that route. Right? But let him finish.
Viewing before you actually, promote
Disseminating
anything.
it.
Right, exactly. And I think that's something that Kyrie's probably lacking right now, is that he's not really doing the full vetting of what he's promoting, and I think that's getting him into trouble.
Absolutely.
I want to get to Kyrie Irving in 1 second, but I want to make a bigger point that I think a lot of people have missed that is worth our attention and time. So, over the last several days, I've heard a lot of people come out and speak against Kyrie Irving, right? Which they should. I get it. On the lack of due diligence, I watched the entire film. Mm-hmm. I watched the entire thing. There's a lot of things in the film I disagree with. The curiosity nature.
Pause right though. The man said he watched. I haven't even seen the film, but I've seen enough documentaries to know it's pretty much talking about the same thing. Right? Pretty much talking about the same thing. But because you don't agree with certain things, does that supposed to negate the history or the truth of what you saw? Just because, well, no, the world can't be like that because of such and such and A, B, C, D, E, F, G. Damn what you think. It's about what it is. Right? But he leading up to the main point of this whole video, this whole epistle, man.
Of it is interesting. But I will say this. Where is that same attention and energy for the platform that is promoting it and profiting off of it? I don't hear any of that talk around Jeff Bezos and Amazon. I don't hear anybody talking about that. I hear everybody skewing their anger towards Kyrie for taking a picture of it and tweeting about it. Now, there deserves to be more context there from Kyrie. I think where Kyrie lost a lot of people was the unwillingness to go to the podium and expound upon the points that he learned from watching this.
Now, it ain't for everybody. Like, these folks actually expect this man to hold a class to have everybody that know who he is understand what he's saying. And scripture ain't written that way. Scripture says only a remnant of the Most High, of the Most High's people will understand this. That's it. Right? But I said, man, the man spewing all this nonsense only to say that now they need to start attacking the the platforms for the truth to come out. So that's the thing about this truth, man. It wasn't here. First off, like I just said, it ain't here for everybody. Secondly, it's not here to just constantly be here for everybody to hear. It's for a time. It's for a season. Like we read in Revelation 7, once that number is sealed, then all hell can break loose. All hell, it pertains to a famine of the word. Once the word is taken out of the atmosphere and only held in the elect, that means only the elect gonna have that word. Only the elect gonna have that comfort. Only the elect are going to have that covering. That's it. Everybody else, y'all got to now see what the prophets were speaking about. The prophets been saw it. The elect been saw it. The remnant been saw it. Now it's time for y'all to see. But you're going to have to see it in another way. And that way going to be something so serious. Read Daniel 12:1. That is going to be so serious. Right?
Right? And actually coming out and saying, I don't stand about calling Jewish people the devil.
Right.
And there was
The word devil. Okay, I'm finna go to the blue letter. Just to see what it say. Let me see. Let me see. I'm gonna go to where I want to check. Okay, Revelation 12:12. And go to interlinear. And go to devil. And it says
Strong's G1228. Diabolos. Diabolos.
All right, diabolos or diablos. It says prone to slander, slanderous, accusing falsely. False accuser, slanderer, a culminator. Right? Metaphorically applied to a man who, by opposing the cause of God, may be said to act the part of the devil or to side with him. What the problem is? What is the problem? See, these folk is equating devil to this fictional character that the devil created with the red body and the horns and the tail, pointed tail, holding the pitchfork. That's why that man said it with such conviction. But if you look at what the word really means, if the shoe fit, put that bitch on and walk. Right? These folk been falsely accused and they doing it. They speaking about a false accusation right now. Well, he didn't do enough research and he's spewing hatred and he's that man really didn't even say nothing for real. My understanding is that man put a video up. And when I say I put a video up, I'm talking about no talking points, just this is a video that I've watched. And the name of it is ABCDFG, Hebrew, or from Hebrews to Negroes, I believe. Right? And saying that man did all, he's just so violent. He deserves this, that, and third. Man, look, man, these folk getting ready to shut down shop. Long story short. Right? So if you ain't got it, if you don't get it, that also means that number that's spoken of in Revelation 7 and that number that's spoken of in the book of Zechariah chapter 13 is close. It's real close. All right, call Haloyim or call Halo Yahweh. Right, call Halo La Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shai. Call Haloyim La Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shai. La mean too. Right? Call Haloyim La Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shai. That number almost filled, man. Our prayers are about to be answered. The daughter of Babylon is about to be no more. Right? Man, thing we've been dreaming about and praying about and having visions about. Finally coming to pass, Most High willing. Right?
A lot of misinformation, but this is my main point from watching this. But I go back to the bigger macro
point. One thing. It is irresponsible.
Now, Buddy said a lot of misinformation. Since you want that man to get up and explain so much about what he believe and where he want the people to know, why ain't you explaining the misinformation? Call it out. Point it out. Oh, Buddy said the date was this, and no, it really wasn't this, it was that. I looked it up. No, Buddy said these people did this, but they ain't really do that. They did this. I looked it up. You see, nobody is saying this. No one. Whether it be ESPN, whether it be your local news channel, whoever, nobody is doing that. Nobody is saying, well, he was wrong about this because I looked it up and it's actually that. I went and checked this and nah, they not converted. They did this, that, and the third. Show it. Since this man's so crazy, since he talking all this hatred, show him where he wrong at. Enlighten him. Right? These devils, man. Now, of course, she gonna go on a rant about Hitler. You know what I'm saying? That'd be the main point, main talking point right there when it comes to them folk. Right? The first thing they talk about, they gotta go to Hitler. Right? That's the trump card. Man, we had so many Hitlers in the daughter of Babylon. So many. Right? Christopher Columbus was an absolute Hitler, man. That man tried to wipe out the indigenous people of this place. That man tried to wipe out the Northern Kingdom. Wrote about it and everything. And these niggas real life celebrating this man on a so-called holiday. The hypocrisy of this place, man. Right? I say, man, devils, man. What the scriptures say, devils. Right?
Well, even if you have curiosity, it is irresponsible to amplify messages from Hitler ever on any on any, and that's not. I just want to make that clear.
Right. Talk all that about that, man. But we ain't saying nothing about the first presidents that was in this place and the atrocities that they pulled out. We ain't saying nothing about the beginnings of Planned Parenthood, how the origin of that thing was specifically towards us. Man, we got so many Hitlers, bro. Facts in recent history. We ain't gonna go to the sub-Saharan slave trade. We ain't gonna go. We just gonna stay here. Right? And to be real with you, man, that narrative again is getting old, man, of these folk. These folk claiming to be what they claim to be, and they not really that. And it don't even matter about the proof that you present. That's how tight a grip these people got on the earth. You can have all the evidence, proof, books, archaeological finds, pictures, paintings. You can have all that all you want. These folks so powerful they can close the world eye so they can't see it. Right? But these folk don't understand. The only power that they got is what Yahweh Bashim Yahushua gave them. That's it. And it's for an appointed time. To the time of the Gentiles be fulfilled, man. All right? So that's enough of that, man. We go to book of Amos, chapter 8 and verse 11. And I'll end with that. It says, behold, the day is come, saith Yahweh power, that I will send a famine in the land, not a famine of bread nor a thirst for water, but of hearing the words of Yahweh. Right? So you gonna miss it when it gone. Bet that. Especially when you start seeing everything that was talked about. And you know you didn't listen. And you know that you turned your ears from the Most High, man. Matter of fact, let me go to Proverbs 28 and verse 9. Let's see. It says, "He that turneth away his ear from hearing the law, even his prayer shall be an abomination." Right? So imagine all hell done broke loose. Right? Utter chaos. You leaning on Pastor Pochop word and your grandma word. And the first thing you said, "God, please get me out. Lord, please get me out." And you had the men of the Lord breaking down scripture, taking time to go research history, putting in effort to bring that history to you, right, so that it can make sense. Going into the scriptures, breaking down scriptures and prophecies that men have been trying to understand for centuries, right, and bringing it direct to you. Right? But you just turning your ear to it and you don't want to hear none of that. The Most High said this, man. I'm bringing this out. This Proverbs 1 and 20. It says, "Wisdom cries without, she uttereth her voice in the streets. She crieth in the chief place of concourse, in the openings of the gates in the city. She uttereth her words, saying, How long, ye simple ones, will ye love simplicity? And the scorners delight in their scorning, and fools hate knowledge." Right? The Most High brought the word to you. But instead of you listening, you mocked, you scorned, right? You turned up the music so that the word couldn't be brought out like that, for real, or just to be an agitator. Man, you walk by laughing, ha 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 ha, they talking, or you got mad. They spewing. Look at these men spewing hate. They spew hatred. Most I said, okay, bet that up, right? Verse 24 says, "Because I have called and ye refused, I have stretched out my hand and no man regarded. But ye have set at naught all my counsel and will none of my reproof. I also will laugh at your calamity. I will mock when your fear cometh." Right? It's a wrap, man. And this place is literally coming to an end and we can see it. So can't say I ain't know. I ended with that, man. Yahweh Shemel Sharatazah. These precepts in this video were edifying. Call Haloyim Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shai Bahashim Harakat Kodash. Shalom Yashala.